we're asked to find the inverse and graph both the original function without restrictions and its inverse. So to start, I'm going to find the inverse by flipping the x and the y values here and solving for y. So subtracting 3 from both sides. Then I'm going to take the cube root to get rid of this here, which gives me the cube root of x minus 3 equals y minus 3. Sorry, looks like that. Add 3 to both sides, so my inverse ends up being cube root of x minus 3 plus 3. And so now I'm going to graph this. The cool part about the domain restrictions is because we're dealing with a cubic function and a cube root, there are no restrictions, basically because when we take the inverse of a cubic function, we still get a function. There's no point where there is two outputs for a single input. So in this case here, to graph the original function, we're just using the h value moving 3 over, k value to move 3 up. There is our turning point. No a or b value, so in this one we are just moving one spot to the right and one up, one spot to the left and one down. And so our graph going up and down looks like this. For our inverse, we could do two things. We could look at the points that we found, 3, 3 here, 4, 4, and 2, 2. And what we'll notice here is that when we flip these around, they're going to be the same. The other way we could do it is if we just knew our cube root function, h and k value, and then one to the right and one up. So what we notice here is that those 3 points are exactly the same. The difference, though, is the general shape of this graph is going to be to the left and to the right. So they're going through the same 3 reference points, but the graphs look very different. So really the only thing that we should notice is that the difference between a cubic function and a cube root function.